Hello and welcome to day 15 of Hackvent calendar. Today we bring you Starship Troopers by Robert A Heinlein. This copy is by the New English Library and is from 1986, although the first ever edition was in December of 1959. This novel was considered to promote militarism and glorification of war. It is seen as imperialism, and it's quite explicit. It's made very explicit in the novel, is the imperialism. It's uber violent and very fascist in nature, noting that militarism is superior to traditional democracy. Starship Troopers won the Hugo Award for Best Novella in 1960. It's probably one of the most best known and most influential works of science fiction. It was considered a landmark for the genre, having been described as, in the 1960s, in a review, as one of the 10 best genre books of 1959. I will go a little bit further than that and say it should be put in the top 100 books that you should read before you die. I think it's one of the best examples of military science fiction, and it was Heinlein's best-selling book ever. By 1980, it had been translated into 11 different languages. I'm going to give you a quote from the novel. "The noblest fate that a man can endure is to place his own mortal body between his loved home and war's desolation." That's actually a quote from the book. I think Heinlein's technical style, he based this novel on his own descriptions of his training that he received at boot camp and his military service. It is the ultimate space opera. Although we must remember that glorification of war is indeed problematic. Can we justify sending men to the slaughter in the thousands? That depends upon your viewpoint of we either fight or we are invaded and slaughtered by the millions. Interestingly, in the novel, all the pilots are women, in contrast to the infantry, which is entirely male. This has been cited as evidence of progressive gender politics, although the character Johnny Rico expresses that women are the motivation for men to fight in the military. Is that so? You'll have to let me know what you think. The story it's set in the future. Our society is ruled by the human interstellar government, and it's dominated by the military elite called the Terran Federation. Under this system, only veterans of the military enjoy full citizenship, including the right to vote. Johnny Rico is a young man of Filipino descent, and through his military service, I've been writing some notes for you so I can keep my thoughts. And through his military service, he kind of progresses. He starts off as a lowly recruit, and he gets up to being an officer. And all this is set against the backdrop of an interstellar war between humans and an alien species known as Arachnids. And we, the reader, get to follow him on his adventures. And I'm not going to tell you any more about the story because I want you to get a copy for yourself and read it and broaden your minds. It's a really interesting book. I know it causes an awful lot of controversy, and a lot of people have said it's a very, very fascist book. But if you can look beyond that, you are going to have a cracking novel, a brilliant read. It's not a very big book, not really, about 200 pages, 208 pages. But I'd like you to go into this with an open mind and take it for what it's worth. An adventure out among the stars. I love the artwork. It's absolutely fabulous. It really, truly is a beautiful book. Do give it a go. And as I always say, happy readings, darlings, and enjoy.